Hey guys, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, I've had an amazing day, even though today is a hard day for me. I've been trying to keep my head busy. Well, I don't want to get into that, but I did get to meet up with one of our amazing subscribers, Marae. I'm going to post a photo on our community tab. Guys, what an amazing person. Her and her husband absolutely had the best time. Me and Jason went up and met with Marae and her husband, Matt, down in Fort Lauderdale. Had a bite, got to walk the beach. Such a great time. If you guys are ever in Florida, please give me a shout. I would love to meet up with each and every one of you. If you're around, let's do it. But as of right now, that is not what we're back to talk about today. We're back to talk about James Kennedy and Raquel. Apparently, they're calling off their engagement. Well, not calling it off. They already called it off. And they broke up after 5 years. Now, each one of them issued a statement. Well, we have all the details. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, it looks like James and Raquel have called off their engagement. Now, we know Vanderpump Rules Season 9 is playing out before our very eyes as of right now. Well, 2 days ago, this past Friday, they actually filmed the reunion, which apparently is going to have some interesting parts to it. We're hearing that Lala took full accountability. We're hearing that Tom and Katie, well, Katie calls out some shit. And now we're hearing that Raquel allegedly ended the engagement at the reunion. What? All right. Well, we know that the Vanderpump Rules couple, they've been together now for over 5 years. And honestly, I knew in my mind, and I'm not shading James at all. I'm really not. James is a great person. He has a lot to work on. I knew this was probably going to come to an end. If you see Raquel, she's trying to do everything she can in order to fix James within this relationship and make him a better person. It kind of gives you that, you know, when you think of a person who gets in a relationship and let's say it's like Audrina Patridge, and what was his name? Jason, I think, on The Hills. And remember, he was like the resident bad boy and she's always trying to fix him. I know you eventually want commitment. I want to make you a better person. And that was the kind of relationship that I got, at least the vibe I got from James and Raquel. It always seems like Raquel is trying to help him, whether it's with his sobriety journey or even sometimes his outburst. But at the end of the day, only James can help James. Now, for Raquel, we all know and love her on the show. We think that she's an absolute sweetheart, and it doesn't look like this girl could hurt a fly. That's why when Jason and I recap the Vanderpump Rules seasons, you know, I'm always trying to give Raquel the benefit of the doubt because you can tell 100% that she's not fully comfortable with having the cameras in her face and documenting every moment. Now, does she still let it happen? Does she sign on and receive a paycheck? Yeah, but for me, I can tell when someone really wants the fame, and then I can also tell when someone is just doing it because, well, she's with someone who she loves, or she was, and that person loved to be on reality television. So she went along with it. Now, if you guys watched Vanderpump Rules Season 9, and right before James and Raquel got engaged at Rochella, which, by the way, I didn't even think about it, but Tom paid for half of that, and I think it was over $20,000, and now he's probably like, oh shit, well, that didn't age well. I'm probably not paying for another engagement again. But you see where they were playing, I think it was a Jenga game, and she had to make a toast. She was so incredibly uncomfortable. You could tell that she did not want to make the toast. She doesn't like public speaking, and I'm sure she probably does not like being on camera 100%. Just because you're on camera and you agree to do it doesn't mean you're always the most comfortable. I can attest to that. Just being fair. Okay, well, just moments ago, James, who is almost 30 years old, he's 29 at this point, only 1 year older than me, released a surprising statement on his Instagram during which he confirmed that him and Raquel, well, they've called it quits. Right after she released a statement as well. This is the irony in it, though. But he said in the statement, after these 5 wonderful years together that we had, we decided that we had 2 different goals and made the decision to call off the engagement. He added, we love each other very much, but we aren't in love anymore. We want nothing but the best for each other. So please keep sending us only positive thoughts. Sending love. Now, in this, Raquel also shared the same photo and caption as James regarding the split on her own Instagram page, legitimately an identical post. An identical post. It looks like there wasn't much thought into it. And it kind of reminded me of when Kristen Doty and also Stassi Schroeder and also Brittany and Jax, when they all gave us their Vanderpump Rules exit statements, but they seemed like they were so similar. And then fans started calling them out. And finally, Brittany clapped back and said, "Do you really think that we can write our own statements?" And I was like, probably not, I guess. But do you? No, you don't, because the network writes them for you. For this, it looks like Raquel took James' post and she was like, you know what? He's well said. You said it right. I'm just going to take your post and I'm going to run with it. I'm not going to post anything else aside from that. As Reality Blurb previously reported, the Vanderpump Rules season 9 was filmed on Friday, and it's unknown if the reunion filming is related to their split or this sudden announcement. Following a romantic proposal, which featured James proposing to Raquel during a Rochella party in Palm Springs, the couple had their engagement party back in July, which was attended by a number of the Pump Rules co-stars. The couple, however, have faced some controversy this season as James received some criticism from fans over his treatment of Raquel, with some viewers slamming him for being too hypercritical over Raquel's looks. Now, if you guys have been watching, you see where he tells her, "Don't get a nose job, don't fix your nose. I swear if you mess up your nose, then I'm going to be done with you. I have to look at you." And she's like, "So if something happens with my nose and I get it done, and you don't like it, you're going to leave me?" He's like, "Yes, that is my point. I will leave you." That's not cool at all. Just saying. All right, guys, I do want to kind of pick your brain a little bit, because with this whole break of the engagement, I'm curious what you guys think. If there is a Vanderpump Rules season 10, mind you, Jason has said this is the farewell season, but if there is a season 10, do you think that James and Raquel will both be on it? Or will they axe Raquel and move forward with James? Or will they keep Raquel and axe James? Obviously, in my mind, I think that they would keep James and axe Raquel, but I could be wrong. And that's why I want to know your guys' opinion. And when it comes to the Vanderpump Rules season 9 reunion, what are our thoughts? Do you think it'll be interesting? Are you here for it? And who do you think will have the biggest storyline at the reunion? I'm saying right now, top 3 storylines. 1, James and Raquel, obviously the end of their engagement. That will be a big topic of discussion. 2, Sheena, Brock, and Lala. It has to be addressed. And 3, the end of Lala's engagement. Well, it also has to be addressed. It doesn't only look like a farewell season for the whole franchise, but it also looks like a farewell to a couple of the relationships within the franchise, which I'm sure we're going to continue to see play out before our very eyes. But again, go ahead, because you might not agree with what I'm saying, and comment below and give me your input. Also, guys, we will be going live tonight right after the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode, which is going to be explosive. Just saying, it's going to be one hell of an episode. We're going live right after at 10:15 to talk about it. I mean, we have Mary Cosby and Cole allegations. We have Meredith Marks fed up with the rest of the cast talking about Mary and saying, well, you guys are all talking about her when we don't have proof, when I gave you plenty of proof about Jen Shaw, but nobody had my back. And then, of course, well, we're going to have the Jen Shaw drama. So guys, join Jason from Down with Jason and I today at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there. And if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'm wishing you guys a happy rest of your weekend. Happy Sunday. Don't forget to watch Portia's Family Matters tonight. We will be back tomorrow with Grace Report, Tisa Tells, and also Layla Lynn to talk about it. And I'll see you so very soon. Go ahead, comment below. Bye, guys. Love you.